My experience in Japan has been they'll be in piano and swimming and juku. That affects kids' happiness and how important that is for development mentally and just physically.
上安心班几乎是亚洲小孩必经之路，一起来看看在补习班和才艺班两者间，各国人会如何抉择呢？
In your country, do people tend to prefer tutoring center or talent class?
I think I'd probably say tutoring centers. I think people do more tutoring than talent classes.
タレントクラス。
将来的にその役立つことが多い。
Elder people will ask you to go into cram school.
中学生、高校生くらいがジップに通う人が多いかもしれない。
No, it's not that common to go. It's more common talent class.
Definitely not cram school. No, I don't think that's as big a thing in the States.
You just mentioned that you are a cram school teacher in Japan. So can you just share the experience in Japan with us?
My experience with cram schools in Japan is that we're kind of direct competitors, so we're kind of battling them basically. All of the Japanese cram schools are trying to fit more English in right now. They're not focusing on the conversation, they're focusing on the grammar, but you don't speak it, so you don't know how to use it, you don't learn it, which it's really unfortunate.
补习班我觉得应该是偏向于怕小孩落后，进度跟不上。像我们家弟弟就是有去安亲班，因为不想破坏亲子关系，
和平相处，
所以就是丢安亲班去写功课，我回来只要签名。
I think it depends on how you're doing school. Like if someone's doing bad in maths or chemistry, they'll have private lessons or go to an academia after school. But almost all kids have extracurricular.
If you have kids, are there any talents you would want them to learn it?
Yes, definitely. I think kids should, apart from school, develop other qualities. So I think sports are very, very important.
I hope if it's a boy, he plays soccer.
History, math, language. It would be English in my case.
Would you think you want your kid to learn this type of talents is based on your own experience?
Yes. Over time, I've seen how the education system has gone down, and there's statistics to prove it by the grade average of all the kids. Yeah, it's gone down.
我不知道还要考试，我也没有念书。
Music, yeah. We both. He was in choir, he sang, and I played the flute. So music's a big one.
Yeah. The language is, I guess, it's an important part of our identity, but also being part of a community. So going and volunteering, helping with events and activities, I think would be very important.
Do you think attending a cram school or talent class is meaningful?
Yes, I think it can be, but it will help them for the child when they grow up if they are strongly connected to their identity.
I think so. I mean, if I was to have kids, I think that's definitely something that I would push them towards. Getting that experience, whether just to learn new things and try new things.
听了。
授業の予習になったりとか、授業しやすくなったりとかがあって、自分だけじゃしきれない勉強とかが塾で賄えたりできるのかなって思います。
Depending on the teacher, you will learn how to learn, right? You'll learn how to study, how to remember things. But other than that, I don't know many people who have gotten something good out of cram school.
Yeah, I think both are really important for kids. Maybe more of the academics, but also some of the talents would be, I think, really important for kids.
Yeah, I think it's an important way for kids to be able to socialize with other kids. Usually classrooms, you sit down and you just listen, where you get to interact with other kids.
我觉得有，因为小孩在我们的面前跟学校或补习班又是不一样的。那老师那一面也会督促我们说，小朋友今天怎么了？
对妈妈来讲，是成绩重要呢，还是快乐童年比较重要？
成绩不重要，快乐成长最重要，还有品性。读书读得再高没有用，但是他走出去只看上面不看下面，我觉得没有用。
将来の役に立つためには成績も大事だと思います。
I look back at it now. Look, good grade is good.
Why you choose?
You need balance on everything, but it's better than the kid suffers a bit and gets good grades. He can have fun later.
先苦后甘。
It's definitely a balance because it can't be all one or the other.
A happy childhood.
Yeah, 100%.
Grades are only numbered.
Because at least in Spain, your grades in school, they don't matter that much when you are trying to find a university or find a career. You're small.
I think grades are only like numbers, and if you're not good at school, you will be good at another thing.
Happy child. My experience in Japan has been seeing all these kids be in all of these extracurricular activities. They'll be in piano and swimming and juku, the cram school, and English conversation lessons, and so many things. Just seeing how that affects kids' happiness and how important that is for development mentally and just physically.
Go to college. College is a big thing in the States. So grades are important, but I think happiness is also really important to us, and socialization with other kids.
I think if I have to choose, the happy childhood is very important. But I teach at a university, so I know grades are very important. I would say happy childhood, but you can have both. I think you can have good grades and a happy childhood.